You think I don't read the comments? I read the freaking comments, okay? He's back. Everyone has been looking for you, Deadman. How does it feel? How does it feel, okay?
How does it feel back with a
wholesome mukbang in the world?
No, it's a wolf cut, he said. It's not a mullet. I thought it was a mullet and I got really excited. Hey, listen, I want you to grow it out and I want you to braid it for the wedding.
Oh.
I want you to have like one little fishtail braid.
Okay.
With that being said, we're back and we're gonna feast, okay? This is a very delicious meal that we have prepped. Have you guys ever had fried lobster from a Chinese restaurant? I'm telling you, this changed my absolute life. Forget seafood boil, forget a lobster forget surf and turf. Fried Chinese lobster is the most incredible thing that I've ever put inside of my mouth other than Chinese sausage. We also have some lobster seafood fried rice, and then on this side we have some crazy vermicelli noodles that are gonna be covered. I don't think that's gonna cook, eh?
Pour on the other one. That's kind of. Then he's.
Okay, I think that's good. Because it's gonna tilt, yeah.
I don't know why we collectively all lose brain cells when we are all together. Like, I feel like individually we're all kind of okay, and then the minute that you get all three of us together, this is the that happens. Like, what? Okay. That being said, you guys know I'm a clumsy person, but did you guys know I am also a spiteful person sometimes? Not like in a nefarious way, but meaning if you tell me that this puzzle is unsolvable and everyone in the family has been trying to solve it, I will try my absolute best. I will lose sleep trying to solve this, not because I care about puzzles, but because I am so spiteful of people. Certain people. So when I first heard of Casetify, they reached out and they were like, hey, you know, we were wanting to do a partnership with you, but we want to send you phone cases just so you can test it out first and see if you would genuinely like them. I get the phone cases and I'm already thinking, do you not know how many phones I've cracked, broken over the years? Do you know how many phone cases that I have been through in my life? I'm like, I cannot wait to email this person back, which I don't know why. I was like, I cannot wait to be like, guess what? Mine broke. What are you gonna do about it? I threw that thing nonstop and nothing. My phone was completely fine. And now Mia and Sophie are throwing that thing down the stairs off the second floor railing. I mean, at this point, some person is gonna get injured before my phone does. And it has been years that I've been using Casetify. They have not once disappointed me, not a single moment. It is the most protective phone case that I've ever had in my life. And more importantly, they're really cute. Okay, to me, if a phone case isn't cute, I'm not gonna use it. And at Casetify, they care about self-expression. So you can self-express your phone 11.5 feet down to the floor. You can chuck it. Self-express your clumsiness. You get optimal protection while maintaining sleekness, and it's sustainable. It is made from 65% recycled and plant-based material. These are not just cases. They're like canvases to your life. And Casetify is constantly collaborating with huge artists like the NBA, Blackpink, as well as small designers. They came out with some really unique pieces. They've collaborated with like Girl Knows All. Do you guys know Girl Knows All? So cute. They work with a diverse group of artists and it's just always like design first approach to all their pieces. They're also super innovative, like not just their tech, but everything. As of 2021, they have collected and recycled 51,000 used phone cases. So that's insane. Make sure to check out casetify.com/biz to get 15% off your new favorite phone case, along with your favorite tech accessories like phone straps that are so convenient and cute. That's casetify.com/biz to get 15% off your new favorite phone case. And thank you, Casetify, for sponsoring today's video. And let's get into the food.
I'm gonna try the noodle first.
I want the noodle.
Really? I'm going for the lobster.
It's like hot pot.
But it doesn't even look like super cooked yet, no?
Oh.
Okay, this is... I am going to dip my lobster in there.
Oh my god. It's like sour spicy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Holy.
Oh my god.
You gotta try the noodle.
You gotta try the lobster. His dad makes the best fried lobsters for every family gathering.
Oh my god.
Isn't it so good? And the batter is seasoned, so it's not just like regular fried lobster. It almost has like a tapsaltok. Like the battering is almost ricey or something.
That's so much meat.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
What is the most unattractive trait to you guys?
Like physical or?
No, like personality trait. But it can't be the obvious ones, like mean, evil, you know?
Like obnoxious.
Obnoxious. Okay, are you guys like trying to
No,
say
no, no,
some
not
shit to
you,
me?
not you, not
Okay.
Not you, but everyone else that's
Not-
like you.
Like someone, like not humble.
Okay, cocky.
Cocky,
Okay,
yes.
I like it.
Hate
So
that.
you like a humble queen.
Yes.
Humble queen.
So like, what if you tell a girl she's pretty and she's like, I know.
I mean, actually, that's good. You know, that she's confident in herself.
Okay, so it has to be like a weird cocky.
I'm talking about like,
I'm
yeah,
the
we're
shit.
cocky, we're cocky.
Don't tell me what to do, I'm the
Yes,
who
that's
says that?
that's a no-no.
I think one of the most specific icks that I have, in my opinion, okay, especially when it comes to dating, and don't come for me until you listen to the whole thing. Before you get your little skid mark undies in a bunch, listen to the whole thing. Hear me the out. A billionaire can be stingy. A broke person can be stingy. That is not the same as fiscally responsible. Some people can be financially responsible and not want to spend money on bags or shoes or like crazy Michelin star restaurants. That's not stingy. But I'm talking when a guy that you have like done a lot of things for, you're on a date and they go, hey, so can you Venmo me $2.37 for the coffee? And you're like, I know that you have enough money to cover my $2.37 for the coffee. I'm talking $2.37 for the coffee. And the last time we hung out, I bought you coffee. So why are you trying to Venmo charge me $2.37 for the coffee? Especially in dating. Okay, with friendships, I get it. People have different like levels of friendship. But dating, oh, if you hit me with a Venmo charge for coffee while we're dating,
It's over.
Okay, so
over.
you're talking about those
over.
like overly stingy people.
Yes.
Like it's almost like don't go out to eat if you can't tip.
yes,
Like
but
that type of stingy.
But also, it's in conjunction with some of those stingy people are just stingy on their own, and I'm like, okay, you're weird. But I also hate when those stingy people are so open to taking my gifts. Like, if I'm like, oh, let me buy you dinner, they're like, okay. They don't even try to fight it, okay? But then you buy me a coffee and you hit me with a $2 charge on Venmo.
Yeah.
Oh, craziness.
over.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Game over, okay? Today we're talking about that, but it revolves one of the most famous A-list celebrities in China. China, he is our stingy king. Like, you would never suspect that such a sinister, stingy king exists in today's story because he's worth over $100 million conservatively. That's a conservative.
And he's like really hot. Like everyone loves him. Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know, 30 maybe? Not even that old.
But the stingiest person alive.
But is that considered stingy though? You think it's, yeah, I guess that's stingy.
Yes.
The story doesn't even start with this guy. It doesn't even start with the celebrity. It starts with a girl, a random girl in the city, in China. Hold on, I'm trying to crack my lobster.
This
Yeah,
is
I got you, I
So
got you.
good though.
No, it's okay. I'm just.
I got you.
Aww.
I got you.
You're
Just
so-
pick the easy meat.
Aww.
Don't eat the hard meat.
Now that's not stingy.
I like your hard meat. Sorry. Okay, I gotta try the noodles with the lobster.
Have you tried the noodle yet?
No, I haven't tried the noodles yet.
you're
What am I
gonna die.
doing?
You're gonna die.
Okay, noodles, lobster meat. Ooh.
Is
Game over. It's game
so
over.
freaking good.
You gotta dip the lobster with the
You
sauce.
gotta show them which one we got.
Oh my god, I'm angry. It's so good.
We got this one. It's like the instant noodle pack.
Oh, we have to bring this to Switzerland for yes. For
Should
them
we
to
eat
try.
it on the
On the
field?
train?
Like outside?
We
Yes.
should eat it on the train.
We're riding a train?
You were riding a train.
Bro, Switzerland has the most train in the world.
Like
Really?
Hogwarts level train, not
Really?
even like a Amtrak.
like a
Amtrak
magical
is
We're
nothing.
seeing the views.
yes.
Dude, let's go. I would say this is one of the top mukbangs.
Yeah.
Like I'm being so serious.
Me
Like
too.
That you've ever had?
top mukbang food, yeah. It's on the list.
It doesn't start with the guy. We're not talking about him yet. We're talking about a random girl. And she was taking one of these, imagine in China. This girl is taking one of those rentable bikes. You know, like a city bike? But she's riding the bike like she's on a freaking mission. If she doesn't park it within 3 minutes, it's gonna explode on her. Like that type of vibe. Imagine, she's like frantically going like this. Her arms are going like this. Her head is bobbing side to side. She's drenched in sweat, just crazily cycling on the street. But it's 3 a.m.
Okay.
Where the is she going? Where the is she coming from?
Where is she going?
Where the is she going?
Yes.
Yes. So she's like this.
Uh-huh.
There's 2 patrol officers that go, did you see that? That's weird. I think she's doing some shit. That's not normal.
Yeah.
It's like dead on the street at 3 a.m. So coincidentally, they see her, they approach her, they assess the situation. She's got sweat coming down from her forehead, and they casually ask, hey, so where you going? Where you coming from? It's 3 a.m. Where you look so busy. She looks guilty. That's all the cops know. She looks like she's up to no good. And she tells them the truth, right? Or what she thinks is the truth. She says, oh, I'm coming back from Li Feng's house.
Oh, Li Yifeng.
That's like saying, I'm coming back from Brad Pitt's house. Okay? That's like the equivalent. So the cops have your reaction. Like, yeah, okay. And you know who I just got off the phone with? Fucking Beyonce. She said she's gonna travel to China to see me tomorrow. Get in the car. She's like, what? That's the truth. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna take you to the police station and you can call Yifeng to come pick you up then, okay? So they just want to mock her. I think that they want to bust her for lying. Maybe they think that she's involved in some nefarious illegal activity. They sit down. A few minutes later, police station door bangs open. The cops look up from their desk. There is a tall dude covered head to toe. I'm talking baseball cap, sunglasses, mask. It's 3 a.m. sunglasses. Every inch of his body is covered. He looks like he's about to do a bank run. He's at the police station. He's like, I'd like to pick her up. It's very clear to the police that this is Brad Pitt.
This is not Li Yifeng. It's Brad Pitt.
In China. Okay, it's Yifeng. Like an award-winning A-list, one of China's most famous celebrities, just walked in the police station to pick up a sweaty girl who was cycling home at 3 a.m. and everyone is fucking confused. But it was just kind of unbelievable. I mean, the police had an idea of what this girl was doing inside of his house. Why is she leaving at 3 a.m.? She's probably doing something in the bed with him, right? Which nothing is wrong with that. But the fact that he didn't get her an Uber home, a Lyft home, a taxi, he sent her home on a city bike. On a city bike.
It makes sense now.
Bruh, people were losing. This guy was making, at the very minimum, during the beginning of his career, $30 million a year. At the height, probably double, triple that, okay? That is conservative. And he's sending this girl home 3 a.m. on a city bike. Sir, what the hell is going on? This whole situation was so ridiculous. It would expose him for just some weird things. He would be trending on Weibo. He kind of got shadow banned by the government. So let's talk about it, okay? Li Yifeng, right?
Li Yifeng.
Li Yifeng. We're gonna call him Li, right? He was born May 4th. May the 4th be with you. 1987. His dad was a businessman and his mom stayed at home. We're gonna get into his parents later, okay? But like, hold on. But both of them honestly could have been models. Apparently, both of his parents are super attractive. And we're gonna get into what his dad does for work. But before then, he inherits their good looks. And he was very well behaved. He loved watching like these Hong Kong movies. That's like his childhood. He would go to school and his school teacher would be like, what do you guys want to do when you grow up? And he would raise his hand. Me, miss, me. Okay, you, Lee, what do you want to do? I want to be a star. And the teacher was like, shut up, that's a stupid dream. So he like put his hand down and he was like, oh my God, that was so rude, right? And they smacked his head and he's like, okay, I gotta be more realistic. So the next year he decides he's gonna switch his whole dream. He doesn't want to be a star anymore. He wants to be the next all-star football player, soccer player. He wants to be the next Messi before Messi. Which like, how's China soccer going? What's going on? What's going on?
Let's not.
Okay, sorry.
Let's not.
Let's not go there? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, were you guys good at soccer?
Never.
Never?
It's almost like a urban legend.
That something is...
There's something is going on.
Not even like 1 year?
Never.
Wow.
Never. No matter how much money the government pour into the sport, nothing.
They're good at ping pong though.
Yeah. We're
Like
good
no
at-
one beats them in ping pong.
Yeah. The thing is, like, they say they're really good at small balls. Not the big balls. All the small balls, China's really good.
I think I know why.
Funny. Well, I'm really good at big balls with you, so... So he's like, okay, I'm gonna be the next soccer player. He was like really feeling his vibes. I wanna say that, listen, he's cool and all, but he is a little dramatic, like in a good way, in a funny way. He would sleep with a soccer ball right next to him. He was like having his little main character moment. That was his whole thing. He would receive love letters multiple days from girls who were like, oh my god, you're a soccer star and I want to date you. He became the popular it boy. So I don't know. Maybe he could have been something. I do think that maybe the love letters incentivized him more. I do think that he genuinely just liked a little bit of attention, which is fine. Nothing is wrong with that. And he liked female attention. Then one day, wannabe soccer players walking on the street, and this scout, this like agent, approaches him and says, hey, we're shooting some wedding pics. You could be like part of the party, wedding party. I want you to be in it. And he's like, you, sir, are trying to kidnap me. That's creepy. But then he's like, no, come here. I'm gonna give you $500 for your work. So this kid, this high schooler is like, I'm freaking doing it. Yeah, I want to be a star again. Forget soccer. I want to do this. So this little head flip-flopper, not to make fun of kids, I'm just kidding. He flip-flops on his dreams, takes the money, does the wedding photo shoot, goes and buys gifts for his parents at the mall, and Lee's parents were not like your traditional Asian parents. They were very open-minded to this. They were like, be a star, be a soccer player, be whatever your heart desires. So senior year rolls around. The girls cannot get over this guy. Okay, this is him as a kid.
Hey, he's pretty good looking.
And then this is him like doing the boy lip bite.
I like him when he was younger.
Yeah.
I think
agree.
like when he got big, I think it's for some TV show. He was starring some hit drama. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Like one drama takes off,
And then they
then every
know.
girl wants to marry him,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yes, this is true. And apparently he was so attractive in high school that a lot of people would steal his homework. Not because he was that smart. I don't know if he was smart. Maybe he was. Don't come for me, fans. But they would steal his homework and then sell it to girls who had crushes on him because it's like paper that he touched.
Bruh.
That's some
Apparently-
genius business idea.
Apparently he was that attractive.
He probably made that up himself.
Yes.
What? I've never heard such thing in my life.
Yeah.
So after high school in 2006, he attends the Sichuan's Film Academy for podcasting and news anchoring. I know, he's coming
That's
for my
you.
career.
Yes.
I know. Okay, and in 2007, during his second year, the agent that did the wedding photo shoot for him, he comes back and is like, hey, remember me? I've got some audition forms for you. One was for Superboys, a TV show, and another one for My Hero, another TV show. So these TV shows are like The Voice, America's Got Talent. It's singing competitions, and these were like two of China's biggest ones. They were freaking hyped at the time. Lee was over the moon. He didn't know if he should embarrass himself in audition though, so he asked his mom, and his mom was like, you gotta do it. So he auditions, gets into My Hero. He performed one of the judges' songs. That's like the craziest thing to do. Imagine you're sitting in front of Ariana Grande and you're singing Seven Rings. Like so much anxiety for what? Because they know every single note, they know every single pitch. They have studied that song and they're probably so jaded to that song to impress them. Incredible. So one of the judges,
Hu Hai Kwan? Hu Hai Chen? Chuan?
Bro, what are you saying? Hu Hai Chen.
oh yeah, that's, I feel like, okay. So he performed his song Leaf. This got whose attention? He was able to make it to the top 10 contestants in the show My Hero. And during the 10 to like 6 elimination round, he lost by 30,000 votes. But it was speculated online that the votes were mixed up and Lee was actually supposed to be in the next top 6. But it was too late for the show because they couldn't be like, sorry, we messed up. So that got swept under the rug. However, he still gained a lot of fans. People liked him and 3 other boys, and they called it City's Lover Boys. They were really cute. They were very attractive. They were very tall. They had that look about them. After this show, even though he didn't win, he didn't even place top 6. Judge Who, the guy that he sang his song, a legend apparently, helped him remix his song Leaf and come out with an album called 4-Leaf Clover, which is a rewrite of some of his songs. Imagine that. Okay, imagine like John Legend helped a new guy remix John Legend's classics, and it's like a random ass dude.
That's a hit.
Exactly, it's not even like their son. Like the kindness of John Legend to do something like that. Is that not correct? But after the release of this, you know how you have press tours?
Yeah.
So he's going on press tours. You would imagine that this guy is going to be so thankful, like, oh my God, I can't believe that this happened. I'm like the luckiest person alive. I owe it all to Judge Who. Like, he is my mentor. People are asking him, what do you feel about the songs? And he goes, well, I didn't write it. Some older man wrote it.
What? What?
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
What?
And everyone was like, what the hell? And I think because of his cockiness, his debut just didn't really go that well. He didn't really make a name for himself, but he kept going. He just kept going. He went from singing to now acting. So he starred in his first TV series, Prince of Tennis, which is an adaptation of a
wow.
Japanese manga.
That's one of my favorite manga.
Really?
Yes, Prince of
Wow.
Tennis.
And
Prince
yeah.
of Tennis. It's about this little boy
Yeah.
who's really, really short.
Okay.
And his dad is like a tennis genius. And he joins this high school and helps the high school to achieve like national championship.
Okay, that's pretty good.
They're so f***ing cool.
Is there like a love story?
No. Who cares about love story? Like,
So Lee was not the lead, he was the side character. He didn't even get much attention from the public on this, but it was just a way to get his foot in the door. And maybe it was his ego, you know? His career starts flopping before it takes off. And that's just kind of the story of his life until he makes it big, big. It wasn't until, which side note, every single time he makes it big, always another person is helping him. So the first time, Judge Who helped him. This time, after his career flopped again, after his acting debut, he runs into Ming Dai. Apparently he's an OG actor.
Okay.
And Ming
Okay.
was like, oh, I'm in a movie. You look like you'd be good for one of the characters in the movie. Here's my producer's number.
So look matters.
oh, hell yeah.
He called the producer. He got cast in that lead, and he's like this rich kid in that lead. And
Yeah.
again, it was okay, but it didn't kill it. It didn't kill it. And then in 2012, it started changing. The tide started turning, and it was all because of one of my biases. A Korean. Oh yeah, his career could maybe potentially be built off of her. Oh yeah, okay.
Cool.
In 2012, Lee was casted for another movie called Love, literally just called Love. He's the secondary male lead. But guess who's in there? A Korean actress by the name of Lee Da-hye. You know Lee Da-hye?
Lee Da-hye?
Oh, bruh.
If I see her face, I think
You'll
I'll
know Lee Da-hye if you see her.
Where is
face.
she? A singer?
She's an actress. You don't even know. She's marrying 7. She married 7.
7?
7 guys?
You don't know 7?
7 guys?
Goddess, queen, literal queen of South Korea. They allegedly start dating. Now, I don't think that they were dating. I think that Lee was pursuing her because, at least from the Korean news perspective, nobody knew. Nobody knew. But then when you look at like our Chinese researcher helped, and she was like, yeah, I mean, the Chinese source says they're dating, but I don't really think so because Koreans would never come out and say that they're dating
Right.
if they're dating. So I feel like maybe it was just to cause buzz because they would do these, like, the only pictures I see of them are like doing press tours or like on set or like ready to do another press tour. And there's like a massive language barrier, but he made a whole story around it. And let me tell you, I think that it's fake. I'm not saying he's a liar, but it's very suspicious, okay? He said that they casually dated for a while. He even flew to South Korea to be with her. Whether she asked for this or not, we don't know. It is unclear. But he claimed that Lee Da-hye broke up with him. And he gave this sob story about how in China, Lee Da-hye was so nice to him and they were having so much fun. But then in Korea, he would visit and Lee Da-hye would demand that he buy her a $14,000 bag. And he said, I'm still poor at the time. This motherfucker's dad does business with Wang Sutong's dad.
What?
So,
Wang Sutong?
out of here with your little...
Rich ass guy.
Yeah. So he is best friends with Wang Sutong. You know what he does?
What?
They were caught at award shows and Wang Sutong, billionaire. Like, you would be scared to mess with him, right?
I mean,
I kind of want him to punch me in the face so I can get some money out of it. But he will walk up to Wang Sutong and just pinch his cheek. And then there's pictures of Wang Sutong and him sitting at award shows, and you are him, okay?
Yeah.
I'm Wang Sutong.
Yeah. Yeah, stop.
Like listening to every word he's saying.
Stop.
Just like, literally, what is going on? But he's like, I was so poor, and I was trying to make this evil gold digger Korean girl happy, you know? And I got her the bag. But as time went on, she became more and more greedy. Yeah, she proceeded to ask me to buy her a house that we can live together in. And I told her I can't afford it. And I told her, I don't have money right now, but I will continue working hard. Okay, just give me a minute. I'll get you your dream house one day. But she wasn't happy. She said, I need a man that can get me anything I want. And she broke up with me. I was devastated. She straight up told me, you're too poor, go back to China. And I'm like, so I will say that he wasn't making money on his own though. I don't know, maybe his parents cut him off. He was making like $300 an episode, which is nothing. which is nothing. But anyways, moving on. Eventually, he would become one of China's biggest celebrities with more than 60 million followers on Weibo, which is like China's Twitter. And everyone was so hyped about him during the dating rumors with Lee Dae. And then once that was over, he kind of faded into the distance again. His career just wasn't that great again, and he had no idea what the problem was, what was wrong, why people didn't like him. And then in 2013, another woman, another coupling. This is like his stardom phase. He was casted for a movie or a show called Swords of Legend as the main male lead, and his love interest would be none other than Yang Mi.
Yang Mi.
Yang Mi.
Chinese?
Oh, she's
Top
like
tier.
top tier.
A top 1, top 2.
So this must be his peak.
This is his peak.
And I think the show was really beloved.
Yeah, and
It's always a good show, you know?
I think the thing with him that's very interesting is that he's always casted in the perfect roles. Like, this is the role you would want as an actor. People say that he has a very morally righteous face. You know how some people just look like they play villains?
Yes.
And some people just look like they play the good people?
Yes.
He's always the good people. In fact, not only is he the good people, but in terms of Chinese movie making, he's the best people. He always plays like a soldier in the CCP or something. He's always like a government worker.
He just seems like a good influence. So it looks like, and he became really popular for all the brands because you want someone who looks very positive, very good influence to represent. So
these are the parts that he played, and because of that, people just started associating him with goodness. I mean, everyone loved him. Companies loved him. Brands loved him. Even social media loved him. Like, these platforms, anytime they would host like these, like, imagine there's like a YouTube event where they're pushing out creators. He was always going to be one of them because he just looks so wholesome. He looks family friendly. So he gets in this little series with Yang Mi, one of China's best. And the series is set in the Tang dynasty, the Tang dynasty. And it revolves around a sword and slaying demons. And it was a massive hit. It got 88 billion streams in less than a year.
That's like some Avengers type.
Yeah.
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, so in 2015, he got signed for a 5-year contract with this massive agency. He was 27 years old and at the peak of his fame. Following this, China has something called CP. Whoa, calm down everyone, okay? Not that. I don't know why they call it CP, but it's like when two, I guess like couple.
Oh, couple. That's short for couple.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very interesting. So China does this thing where, let's say you are the main lead. This girl, Clorox, is the main female lead. They love you in the movie. They want you to date in real life. So what do? You guys act like you guys are flirting with each other during press tours, and then you pull out another movie together. And then another movie. And it's just like you guys are literal romantic movie partners.
I mean, it's like when you watch a K-drama, you kind of ship them.
And then you want them
right.
Ship
again
them.
in a new series
Right.
Yeah.
because you're like, I'll watch it again because they have so much chemistry, right?
Oh, I thought you think they do that?
They do
Koreans
that.
What do you mean? Of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
It's that's why a lot of things are like for
Yeah.
PR. Is it for PR? Like they're just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Like it creates like conversation and buzz.
So that's what they did. But here's the crazy thing. Yang Mi was married, so I don't know what's going on. The public didn't care. They were like, we love you too. Can you guys please date in real life? Yeah, so they started doing these press tours. After this show, they do a new movie together. And they just keep kind of not flirting. I don't want to accuse her of flirting. She wasn't. But, you know, people would take these small moments where they would just be nice humans that know each other because they worked together for so long. So if you, like, pass her a water, people would make a big deal out of it. Like, oh, my God, he's so caring. He knows her. He's in tune with her needs.
Yeah, that happens to every movie, right?
Exactly.
Every show.
Yes, exactly. It got to the point where Yang Mi's husband even had to come out and
No.
say that they're not cheating. Like, don't believe these ridiculous rumors. Like, we're fine. Yang Mi and I are fine. And she responded with, we're doing very well. Like, me and my husband are doing very well. Thank you for your concerns. Stop teasing everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, he wins Best Supporting Actor in the 100 Flowers Award, which is a very prestigious award. But people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. They said, they nicknamed him the best actor when it comes to least talent. But at this point, it was too late. He's on the fast track to stardom, and nothing's gonna stop him. It doesn't matter if everyone's joking about his talent. And side note, this is just a small voice in the audience. Most people loved his personality. Because you know how in the beginning he was very cocky and kind of weird, but throughout, I don't know if it's PR training or maybe he just has a sense of humor that I don't understand, he starts getting very funny. He starts getting very likable. Like, even during the research while I'm watching these interviews, I'm like, he's kind of likable, okay? Do you know what a bullet train mouth is? It's when you just start spitfiring random out, okay? And then you never like backtrack. You just keep as a train, keep going forward, keep going, okay? He would just say the most random, bizarre things in interviews, and he did it so much with so much confidence, and he never really laughed. So during an interview, the interviewer asked him, you know, what was in his thermos, like his little water cup, right? That keeps hot pot soup base, and like people are like, okay, like this in his, and he's just drinking it like coffee. Oh, okay. And most people were kind of giggling, like, is he serious? And he continues, I haven't had a hot pot in a long time, but this one's okay. People don't know how to respond. So it's just kind of like this quiet, we don't know if he's serious. We don't know what's going on. So at the first time, you know, people were questionable. But over time, these became compilations on the internet that people were obsessed with. Interviewers would say things like, you don't look too good today. Like, you look a little tired from all the filming. And he said, I'm preparing for my pregnancy. And he would just do it with such a straight face. People had no idea what to take of it. There was another moment where they were at this like award show or something, and he had so many fans there, and the MC is like, oh my god, look at you, Lee, with all your fans. Please tell us, how do you balance so many women in your life? It's just very straight-faced in front of all these other celebrities. Oh, I go to a Chinese herbal medicinal person. Basically hinting that this Chinese herbal medicine gives him stamina to have so many women. And everyone is like, but then again, he doesn't do it in a creepy way that's like, oh, I get some Chinese, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He's just very like blunt, like, oh yeah, that's what I do. Thank you.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny.
Yeah, and everyone it's crazy. It's not the most hilarious, but it's kind of unexpected funny. Like, he's so unserious that I think people love that he didn't take himself or the industry too seriously. Like, he would never answer like, oh, I practice by doing this. He would just pull out some random bullshit answer. He's not in like fantasy land. He even did a live stream with the #1 live streamer in China, the lipstick guy. And out of nowhere, the lipstick streamer goes, it's 99 renminbi for one. So now if you buy one, and he's about to pull his little sale, he comes out of nowhere and goes, get 5 free.
99一支，买一支送。
And the lipstick streamer goes, no, not get 5 free, not get 5 free.
你是金牛座吗？不是吧？我是恩社，难怪这么抠。
And then another time the lipstick streamer goes, we added the face creams. Sisters, we have added the face creams. Like, trying to sell, right? The whole point is to hype everyone up. And Lee just looks at him very calmly and goes, are you screaming for the people downstairs?
面霜加好喽，美们，面霜加好喽。
And people are just like, I don't know, like, this kind of sense of humor is odd, but it's nice. It's cool because he seems like a sweet guy. He never does it maliciously. There was another time where he was live streaming during one of his late night walks. And he was out walking around. He sees this woman setting up shop, and she's selling all these like light sticks, like fairy sticks, like the light sticks. He bought every single one so that she could go home early. Yeah, so I mean, people really, really, really liked it.
That doesn't seem stingy.
It doesn't seem stingy. Let me talk about his scandals real quick till we get to the one that ruins his career. Not all the way, but like kind of the way, okay? Now, Lee crashes his Lamborghini in the streets of Beijing. This was a big deal. He crashes his car into a pillar under the bridge or something, and on his way to his parents' house to get his passport. People were confused. There was no other car involved. Thankfully, it was midnight. There weren't any casualties or pedestrians or anything like that. But it was just, you know, it's not a good look when a celebrity crashes their Lamborghini in the middle of the night. And what makes it worse is, what would you do if you were him?
Call the police?
Yeah, call the police, call the insurance company, and then be like, oh my God, I gotta call my PR team now, right? He gets out of the car. I don't know what he was thinking, because it's a Lamborghini and your license plate is there, and like it could be the VIN number is there, but he just runs away. He runs away. He literally, skedaddles, goes on our midnight run now. Buys a bunch of light sticks on the way. What are you thinking? That doesn't even make sense. So he gets fined for 2 different counts for driving without a car plate. Oh, I guess that's the point, right? And fleeing the scene and not calling the police immediately after. He was fined a total of $300 US.
Wow.
Yeah. So following this car crash, Lee continued with his schedule. He acted like it didn't happen. He flew to Monaco, had press pictures, a press thing. And after this saga, most of his scandals start coming around from his dating life. Everyone was like, who the f*** is this guy dating? And he's got some weird friendships In 2018, he starts following Seungri from Big Bang. They start hanging out. Apparently, he even went to the Burning Sun Club. He was in Korea for a magazine shoot and went to the Burning Sun. People speculated that Lee and Seungri met through an influencer by the name of Wan. The whole thing is just weird. He even went to Seungri's birthday party. So they must have been kind of close, and then people start speculating, well, I guess I can see how they were friends because the news that erupts later about this guy. Anyway, people didn't like Wan. People thought that Lee was dating this influencer named Wan, and they did not like it. They did not like her. The whole thing was a mess. They said that Wan was one of those groupie influencers that chased a bunch of celebrities, and she always posted really scandalous things on Weibo. Both Lee and Wan publicly denied that they were dating, but she would say things like, because I'm on my period, I have to go to the islands and I've taken the longest period of birth control pills or something. My boobs feel so bloated and every night I sleep, my chest is so stuffy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Islands?
Like, she's like talking about how her boobs are bloated, and then like she's going on vacation, I guess, or she's taking like birth control. It was weird. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's a big deal at all, but people just did not see an A-list celebrity dating an influencer who was posting such detailed stuff about their periods online. So fans did not like this. That was like his second little scandal. Then he had another scandal where it said that he was dating another person, an actress named Fang Anna. According to paparazzi, they were spotted together all the time, but again, they denied it. So this is like the brunt of all of his allegations and scandals. He seems like a really clean-cut guy. If this is the worst scandal that you have as an A-list celebrity, you seem like a good person. People were very excited. They were like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then, May of last year, some starts going down and people don't even know that it's connected to him. A random Weibo account had posted that a 3-character, imagine a 3-letter celebrity, their name has 3 letters, 3 characters, they were arrested for solicitation of sex work. They will be canceling all of their upcoming events. So everyone on Weibo was kind of confused, like, are you lying? Are you doing this for clout? And second of all,
So in China, your name either 2 characters or 3 characters.
In Korea,
it?
it's always
Yeah.
3, you know?
Oh.
It's like your surname and then your name is 2
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, what the f*** are you saying? Literally, like, of course, that's like almost all the male celebrities. Who is it gonna be?
Yeah.
So people start waiting around to see which male celebrity with 3 characters in their name starts canceling their regular scheduled activities. Around that time, he does end up scheduling something, but he cites COVID as the reasoning behind it. People did not really connect the dots. Some people did, but then there were always gonna be fans that were like, no, it's not him. Like, trust me, it's not him. This is like the most clean-cut guy. It's not gonna be him. So anyway, he cancels his activities, and for a few months, it's kind of still, some people are talking about it, it goes away, and it kind of ebbs and flows, and then he was supposed to be at this like meetup that was organized with this company. He was gonna go and meet with his fans, and some of these fans were traveling from different provinces. Imagine traveling multiple states to go meet this idol, right? He's a fucking no-show. And people start freaking out, and one very, very sassy comment got a lot of likes, which goes, oh, maybe he's in jail for solicitation of sex work, because people still had no idea who that person was that was soliciting sex work, which is highly illegal in China, by the way. So he goes immediately on a live stream in the car, and he's like, hey guys, like, there was like a mess up in my schedule and my travel schedule. I'm like so disappointed. I know you guys came to see me, but like, I'm so upset that nobody informed you guys that I wouldn't be able to make it.
落地没有落在杭州，落在了北京，因为这个防疫条例的事情，这好像是我第一次没有赶上活动。
So he's basically trying to tell the world, I am not in prison for solicitation of sex work. Like, it was just schedule mishap. Because immediately after that comment started gaining traction, he goes on live. And people were like, you could have easily just posted this on Weibo and been like, oh, sorry, like, is a scheduling mishap. So people are like, what's going on? But again, nothing was clicking yet until a major award season came around. These awards are intense. These awards are like the Oscars on crack, and I imagine that the government has some, not say in it, but sway in it, right? And this guy is a favorite. He's a favorite of brands, the government, platforms. Like, everybody loves this guy. He was nominated for so many awards. So his fans, naturally, they go to these government or these award show websites or their Weibo, and they start looking him up because these celebrities will go through these promotional shoots where they'll like promote this award show and say this and that. And all of his posts are gone. In fact, you can't even search his name for these awards.
So basically, imagine you go to like Oscar.com, and you search for like, I don't know, Nicole Kidman to see, like usually it will show Nicole Kidman, winner of ABCDE, like from all the last like 20 years, 30 years. But when you search his name, they say no result showing. Like he's a nobody. Like he disappeared from all the websites. So China erases you from the internet when you up.
If you up.
Yeah, when you basically usually if you did some illegal stuff, the reason usually is that they don't want these to be the influence of younger generation. So they're saying like if someone does illegal stuff, they should not have a platform to keep looking up on. What is it? Kids should not follow these. All the TV shows wiped, everything wiped.
Wow.
Everything you filmed in the past gone. You can't even watch them anymore.
Yeah.
So because of him, every other actor.
Exactly, wiped.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Everything
God.
wiped. Yes.
Yeah, so he's wiped from these award shows. And I think that he was supposed to be performing in like a New Year's thing
Oh no, it was like a
or
moon
something.
festival.
Yeah, Moon Festival.
So he was performing for this huge television station. He was like the main guy. And then last minute, he got dropped.
Again. Now people are saying, okay, the government must be involved, which means it's not just a scandal. It's not he's dating someone or he is a diva on set. Some shit must have happened, and the thing that's on everyone's mind is the solicitation that everyone has been buzzing about, and his name has 3 characters. So they're like, oh my god, this must be the guy. So they start bombarding him with all of these rumors, and it starts coming to a climax, and he and his agency start trying to come out and publicly deny all of the allegations, and they even say that they will take legal action against the netizens that are spreading these false rumors. So after they post all of this, right, a lot of it gets taken down on platforms. And then the very next day, Beijing's public security posted the following statement on Weibo saying, recently the Beijing police is investigating crime and investigating Li redacted. So they just put his first name. Li redacted, male, 35. He's 35, okay?
No, last name.
my
They
God.
put
Oh,
last name.
Yeah, last name. And then redacted his first name, right? Male, 35. He's 35. The individual is suspected to have solicited sex work multiple times and has been taken into custody. He lives in Beijing. So now, netizens are fucking shook. There's no way. Like, all these coincidences, that's gotta be him. Are you freaking kidding me? The government wiped him from social media. He's delaying all of his shows. He comes out with a statement saying it's not true. Then Beijing comes out with a statement saying Li redacted was taken in for solicitation. No way. That doesn't even make sense. So following this Weibo announcement, at least 11 brands terminated their contract with Li, including some of the bigger ones were Prada, Remy Martin, some golf brands, like a cookware company. And then the following Sunday, L'Oreal and Budweiser removed all of their posts that had Li on their Weibo account. Not only did these brands cut ties with Li, but Li is in a weird gray area. So remember how he was talking about how if you're in a show, the whole show gets like deleted and it ruins everybody's lives, right? All the other actors, the producers, the directors, the writers, right? These days in China, there's a lot of contracts that have stipulations now. So if you get canceled for you might have to compensate brands or compensate the rest of your cast and crew. Now, we don't know if his contracts had these stipulations, but a lot of them do. So a lot of these new brand deals with these massive brands like Prada, they will say, if
I
you
bet
get...
these brands are sick of these.
Yes, they will literally write in the contract, if you get canceled, you owe us every single penny we've ever paid you.
Yeah. So like there's so many stories of these. Like, let's say I just signed a deal with this celebrity, and the next day they get canceled.
Because
like,
I guess people are looking into them now. They're like, oh, they
not
just
even
signed a
looking
deal.
into it. Some literally happen.
Literally?
But they get so many deals. These
Yeah.
celebrities, they get like they're like brand ambassador for like 15 brands. You know, so they're constantly signing new brands.
Yeah.
And then in the midst of it, a drama breaks out. And then there's so much times that someone who literally, the brand yesterday was promoting, check out our new ambassador, and then the next day, delete.
Wait, so you can't have one drama at all?
No. Drama is fine. I think it's
illegal.
It's
Oh,
always
illegal.
that's
Crime,
really
crime.
bad. Yeah.
Like illegal
Okay.
activity, like
Makes
jail.
sense, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Not a small drama.
Yeah. So like if you are just in a scandal where maybe you say something that's questionable, I don't think they can do that. But like you have to go to jail, I think, or be investigated criminally.
Yeah.
So it said that celebrities usually have a 1 to 2 year contract with brands to be an ambassador. And a brand ambassador is very different from like being really part of the brand. So he would just do campaigns once in a while. He was charging, I think, like $2 million per year per brand, and he was taking on like 15 brands a year. So he was making a lot of money. And in China, the split is 60% to the talent, 20% to the managers, and 20% to the agency. So the brand pays you and you have to split it. 60% is a lot. Apparently, a lot of Korean celebrities only get 20% of the brand deal. Insane. So think about how much this guy is making. Now, if he has to pay it all back, that means in just 1 year of brand deals, he would now owe like $12 million. And that's on the conservative end. And besides that, Lee was involved in several TV shows and movies, which also, if there were stipulations that he needed to compensate for any cancellations, that would be massive. Like the production cost of posters, press material, cutting him out, editing him out. There were some cases where some Chinese celebrities had to be edited out, and then those people were paid, like they had to pay the production company. Like $3 million a day for production for a new lead to take over his edited spots.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is insane if you have these stipulations. Again, we don't know if he had him, but if he did, you're talking like tens and tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars.
I mean,
So people-
either way, he's messed.
Yeah.
He's messed up.
Either way, people are like, oh my God, what is happening? But at this point, it's still kind of like a gray area of like, we're pretty sure that it's Lee, but was he really soliciting sex work? We don't really know. And then girls started to come out. Girls started to come forward and said, yes, he absolutely motherfucking was. So we get the bike story. The girl on the bike that comes out. Yeah. Okay, riding around in Beijing at 3 a.m. And then we get another girl that comes out and says, look, I had a friend who knew him, and he was so stingy to the point where, you know when you solicit sex work and you're like super, super famous, right? So he gets a sex worker and she says, okay, my fee is $1,000. They do the deed, and she's thinking, of course he's gonna pay me $1,000. Maybe he'll even tip because he's such a rich celebrity. He gives her $800.
Where's that 200?
He's like, you don't need the 200. That was like worth 800, so you're good. And she's like, what? And it's not like she can go to the cops with it. It's illegal activity. So what is she gonna say? This guy scammed me of $200? So she's just taking the $800 and probably taking a city bike home. Insane. So these people started coming out anonymously being like, yeah, this guy is so stingy. He's not a good person. It was soon exposed that he was involved with 7 different sex workers, but none of this was comparable to the cringe fest we're about to get on. September 12th, 2022, an influencer named Xiao Jiao, Can't Sleep, that's like her username, right? She starts exposing Lee. She said that July 6, 2021, so a year ago, she was with him and he was engaging in sex work with her. I believe her, right? And she said not only did he hire a ton of sex workers, but he was very gross about it. Like he would pick and choose which girls he wanted, like very like that one and that one, like kind of gross, right? Netizen guessed that he always paid her a lot because she never came out to expose him. But she's like, no, like the whole thing is really bizarre. So after they did it, she would stay in the hotel room with him. And it seems like he's so ballsy. You don't think that an A-list celebrity, if they're doing something illegal, they'd be worried that someone's there like taking pictures? He's like chilling. In fact, he's shirtless, looking at, scrolling through X-rated video websites. Scroll. Like he's like looking for, like, you know how you scroll on Netflix because you're like, oh, I want to find the perfect show to watch my, while I eat dinner. He's like really just scroll it. It's weird.
There's photos of him
Let me show you.
In front of his girl?
in front of the girl. Yeah.
Like he's just chilling?
He's just chilling. Yeah.
I mean, you would think that he's looking for a Netflix show, no?
Like right in front of her like that?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Taking pictures.
Yeah, but
Some of the common titles that kept popping up, because netizens were able to zoom in, were anime titties and shit. So,
What?
please
so
not
if
the
you're
anime,
interested
bro.
in the anime
Please
titties,
not the anime.
Yeah. So, but he's just casually scrolling through it like it's Netflix. And again, nothing is wrong with watching X-rated videos. I'm not one of those people that's like, it's a sin, you're gonna die. I think it's just kind of cringe that he's like sitting there like a little kid, just. I don't don't know. It's
front of
weird.
her?
Yeah, the whole thing is weird. It gives me a bit of an ick. She releases these pictures as well as proof that she was at the Ritz-Carlton with him, like booking confirmation. She releases that to show that she was there. And netizens were freaking shook. Imagine you saw pictures of Michael B. Jordan looking at anime videos. Not regular anime. Regular anime is fine. And also anime X-rated is fine, but just like it would be shocking.
No.
It would be trending, right? And you're like, it would be trending, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't trending. So let me explain. Originally, this guy was trending. Okay, it was his name everywhere. It was trending because he was getting, you know, the whole thing with the award shows, all these exposés. China didn't like that. China was like, that's not a good influence. So they banned his name. So the top 10 Weibo, like the top 10 Twitter trends for the nation, everything was not him, but it was about him. It would just say award show, or it would say someone he was in a movie with, or someone he had beef with, or his best friend, or his like family name or something. It would just be all about him, but not addressing him. No one was allowed to say his name.
One can't be named.
Yes, exactly. That's who he was. So everyone knew the elephant in the room. And everyone keeps, like, more girls start coming out. Another girl came out and said that she was in a relationship with him for 3 years.
Damn.
And that he was disgusting. He would get drunk. He would solicit sex work all the time. And the reason that she doesn't have proof is because he forced her to delete everything off of her phone. That's what she's saying. Nobody believed her. Everyone was like, you're lying. I think that you're trying to take advantage of the situation and gain a lot of followers. She would eventually come out with an audio clip where you can kind of hear him, or what sounds to be him, forcing her to delete things off of her phone. I do think that they interacted. I don't know if they were dating like she said they were, or maybe they were engaged in like a friends with benefits situation. I don't know, but it does seem like either way, it's kind of shady for him to be like, delete it off your phone. Now, the biggest allegation though, and this is the one that the investigators will be looking into.
Oh, the sunglasses one, huh?
Oh my God, bro. Bro, this guy fucking loves sunglasses. Okay, this guy loves sunglasses.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with the sunglasses. Those are his emotional support sunglasses. But this guy had sunglasses that he would wear. He would just wear the sunglasses everywhere. You would see him in the corner of a party just wearing his sunglasses like this. And everyone's like, what is going on? Like, we know who that guy is. We know that's Li Feng, right? Is he okay? And he would just be in the corner. So this girl that does not work in the industry goes home with him, and she's like, I know this guy. Like, we introduced ourselves. Everyone at the party knew him. I know him. He knows that I know him, right? He keeps his sunglasses on. She said it was so weird. They're getting ready to do it. He's taking off all his clothes. His sunglasses stay on. So she's like, this is very uncomfortable. So she says, can you, listen, I don't want to be like intrusive.
No,
but
they did it.
Yeah, they're
He
like
had
doing
sunglasses
it.
on.
Just the whole time.
They
sunglasses.
did it while having sunglasses on.
Yeah, in the dark.
That's so weird.
So then she's like, you know, you didn't have to keep your sunglasses on because I know you, and I don't work in the industry.
Right.
Like, I don't really care. Like, it's just, I already know who you are, so why are you keeping your sunglasses on? And he goes, oh yeah.
What? That's so odd.
And she said it was so weird.
Yeah.
So unsettling, so weird. I don't know how I would feel about that. Anyway, the biggest allegation, though, that the investigators are still looking into is the girl that claimed that she was with him for 3 years stated that they started dating when she was only 16 years old. So that is a minor. Okay, now she didn't provide proof that she was a minor when they started dating. She didn't provide much proof that they were together other than that audio clip, and I don't know if that's like solid evidence for the court. So it's just kind of up in the air. That, I will say, as of right now, is an internet rumor. There is no solid evidence that has come forward that shows that he did sleep with minors. So I just want to make that clear for anyone that's going to get very triggered. Like, we need to wait until the investigation plays out. Then people got bored with her and they started moving on to Wanwan, the influencer, right? They were like, oh my God, this makes sense. People were coming up with conspiracies. They were like, there is a reason that she's so connected to all these celebrities without being a celebrity herself. She must be like a high-end escort. That's what people are thinking. So they start going through her following list and see which celebrities follow her and have interacted with her. And they start now thinking that these celebrities are soliciting sex work. And the list is long. And this is not proof. In fact, it gets debunked later. But at that moment, it was intense, okay? There's Peng Yuan, the one that Tiffany likes. Chen Wei-ting,
Chen Wei-ting.
a bunch of Rap of China, Jackson Wang.
Oh, so she knows all the top
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, so people were like, oh my God, are these guys soliciting work from her or her friends? Turned out it was false, yeah. She debunked it. It was like, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a whole ordeal. Eventually, netizens realized, I think you guys, we are spiraling out of control. We're getting a little too excited. So let's take a step back. So that was pretty much it of the scandals. As of right now, the court is determining if Lee's actions are considered minor, meaning the transactions were just normal work and did not include physical harm, force, or underage people. That means he would be detained for about 5 to 15 days and fined like $1,000. Now, if there's proof of force, aggression, harm, or minors being involved, he could be locked up to 5 years. Yeah. A lot of people think that the second is more feasible, not because they're alleging that he was sleeping with minors, but because, like most countries, the government doesn't like it when you're a habitual crime offender. And it's alleged that he was already detained once before, remember? For work, so people think that he might be in prison for a longer time. We don't know, right? But he was detained initially for 2 days, released, and immediately upon his release, he rushed to his agency. He was completely covered up, declined to comment. He lost about 300,000 fans on Weibo, but he still has 60 million fans and counting. And it's speculated that he has moved to Thailand. So we talk about this with the Philippines, but Thailand is also a big market for like East Asian celebrities. So, apparently, yeah, he's got a lot of fans in Thailand. And I kind of understand their sentiment. I do think that what he did was kind of funny and cringe. Like, the guy is cringe. He's not as cool as he wants to be or wants to be perceived as. He seems a little bit dramatic, but I don't know if it's a career canceling thing as long as there were no minors and nobody was physically harmed.
Yeah.
Maybe he should be forced to pay the workers more money because like you did cheat them. That's like frauding them of money. But other than that, I don't really think this is like bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, oh my God, disgusting evil man. It's just kind of like, what the fuck? What the
Like, doesn't match his old
Yes,
character.
yeah, it doesn't match his like persona as a celebrity.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a big deal. And people were saying like, this is kind of sad. And I agree with this part. Like, if he had a girlfriend, fans would hate it. So if he engages in sex work because, you know, he wants to enjoy some aspects of his whole life is ruined and fans hate it. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
It's a lose-lose.
Yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose situation is what people were saying. So I don't know. He moved to Thailand, I think, and he sold his car, he sold his house, relocated, and I think he's doing fine. He signed with an agency. A lot of Thai people are ready to see him in some like Thai shows, Thai movies. The agency jumped on him. A lot of people are supporting his career. It's rumored that he might try to make a comeback in China. I don't know if it's gonna work, but again, I don't think it's like that big of a deal. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there's like crimes in there that I wasn't able to dig up in the research. Maybe something comes out later. But as of right now, I do think is a little harsh.
Yeah.
Even though he's a little cringe and stingy, I think it's a little harsh to be banned from your entire industry. Yeah. So that's the story. I guess we're just waiting to see. Oh! That's not the story. They were sued. They were sued. Oh my God, he's getting sued left and right.
He is.
Yeah, he moved to Thailand and we thought that was the end of the story. But this huge TV show that he was in that released before he got canceled, they're suing him. They're like, oh, our viewings are not that good. But the problem is they had a 48% rating before he was canceled. So people are like, I think you're just not making money because the show sucks. So that's a whole debate right now. We're going to see how that plays out. And then there was a cookware company. He was literally on the box packaging of like the fucking pots and pans. And then in the store, they had to put a sticker over his face. Because they can't remake all the pots and pans.
No.
And when it had his face on them, they were selling for 199 renminbi. And now they had to discount them to 99 renminbi. So like more than 50% off. And they are now suing him for like a bunch of money, millions of dollars.
Wow.
Jeez, man. 1 second ago, it's like, here, let me give you money. Next second, it's like, you pay me money.
Yes, give me the money, you little head. That's the
Jeez.
situation right now. I would say that I think even most people in China think it's too extreme. Like that he got banned. I think most people think it's like a what the issue, and then he got banned. And then he's like gone from the country.
Like in a day? It's
Yeah.
everything's wiped.
Yeah. Like I was talking to
It's
Tiffany about it,
crazy.
and she just thought the guy was kind of goofy. But it's like he's like a fugitive now. Basically. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that he should be able to make a comeback? Do you think that, are you praying for his downfall? Some people are praying for his downfall. I forgot to mention this. Maybe this will change your mind. Apparently he's a diva on set to stunt doubles specifically. I don't know why. These are just allegations. Everyone else, nobody really seemed to have a problem, but stunt doubles hate this guy. There was a stunt double who came out and said that he like didn't want to do a specific stunt because it was so dangerous, but he was like, no, I want you to do it. I guess maybe it'll make him look cool in the movie. And they had like a whole disagreement, and he locked him out of the trailer, and it was like pouring rain. So this stunt double is just like drenched in rain. Then another stunt double jumped into a pool, and I guess they had to light it up because, I don't know, production. He was electrocuted.
What?
Because I guess there's so much electricity in the pool because from all the lights. He gets rushed to the hospital, and you would imagine, like I would imagine, right? The celebrity is going to visit them in the hospital. They're like doing all these things, compensating and like trying to, because this is your stunt double. They're there, they barely get credit to make you look good so that you don't have to do these dangerous things on set. A producer comes, throws some money down, and is like, yeah, anyway, so this is, you're off the set now because you're injured, but it's for your hospital. The stunt double is like, I told you that was dangerous. Like, you shouldn't be creating these dangerous situations for stunt doubles. And then the producer goes, well, did you want him, the Fang, to get electrocuted then? Like, this is your job. I didn't think so, so take the money. Bye.
Damn.
Yeah, so a lot of people, these stunt doubles were praying for his downfall. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But, that's the story. What are your thoughts? I hope you guys enjoyed another crazy scandal from China. I'm obsessed, okay? I'm obsessed with Chinese celebrities. They're so fascinating. They're so full of like, they're all like characters, I tell you.
Each one is different.
Yes! I'm obsessed. I'm working on a Jay Chow one.
Oh.
Because I need to understand.
Bruh.
I need to understand.
Once you understand that video, once you do Jay Chow's story, you're gonna
But
be
he has a
stan.
scandal?
No,
No,
just his
stan,
life
just
story.
his life.
Oh, but I did almost cry yesterday because
Why?
of Jay Chow.
For what?
I don't know. This guy starts showing me a video, right? Apparently he was dating one of like the it pop girls. What's her name?
Jolie.
Jolie, okay?
Jolie,
They
that's
were
a pretty name.
dating and then they break up. 10 years later, he's having this massive concert, okay? And then the floor opens up. You hear a woman's voice.
No,
It's his
it's
ex-girlfriend,
Jolie.
Jolie, and they're like, dance. And I'm like, oh my God, the maturity, the dedication. Oh my God, for the
Bruh.
fans. I was about to cry.
Are they back?
No.
No. And I'm like a Jolie stan now because I watched her on this Japanese YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Called The First Take.
Yeah,
She
we're
sang
gonna.
a song recently.
I think we're gonna cover this case, but there was a kid who got bullied because of his sexuality and then ended up dying. And there was a song dedicated to him, and she sang it, and her voice is beautiful. I'm literally gonna cry right now. But so stay tuned for that episode. Make sure to check out Case Fi, link to the description, and be safe. Love you. Bye.